Oh, I should probably also edit the title while I'm at it before I start. What do I call this? Go for the squeeze, right?
Yes.
And what is your team again called? I forget. Go for the finesse or
We're go for the cross rough, I think, and then go
ooh.
for the finesse is the C team.
Hmm. I like how it advances in concepts every single time.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And just to make sure I have everything else correct, bam, bam, bam. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Invitations have been issued. Andy accepted. JJ accepted. Cyrus. All right, what's up, Twitch chat? By the way, we're gonna be half an hour later, so you'll see this like half an hour later. Um, so today we're watching Georgia Tech Gold versus University of Richard rejected. Um, did I just do something wrong? Oh yeah. Anyway, so this is the third place playoff, the first half. This is versus University of Minnesota and Georgia Tech Gold. Both of them have been really solid in form recently. Both teams were unbeaten all the way up to their semifinal matches, where they both lost in some toughly contested matches. These are two of the top teams in the Collegiate Championship, as they've proven so far, and I'm really excited for this matchup. And joining me on commentary today is Trent, who is the captain of the University of Minnesota. Second, can you make me not West? Okay, that makes sense.
But howdy, y'all. I'm Trent from University of Minnesota. Go for the cross rough. Our university's B team. I'll be commentating with Sriram today, and yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's Trent's first time on commentary, so this is gonna be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to this. And besides that, these are two of actually the biggest teams, like in terms of like two of the biggest bridge clubs in the country. Georgia Tech and the University of Minnesota have a strong case for being the top two biggest ones. So let's join Richard's table, I guess. I could probably make. How do I make you a director? I'm not sure, honestly.
I don't know. I think if you go to like the director tab, you might be able to, but
Probably.
and click add director somehow.
Hmm.
Um, but I'll be honest, I've never done it, so I don't know how you would do it.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out. So I think they're just talking about systems and all that stuff. Okay. Now
Yep.
I'm scared to type and do anything over here. Cause let's
Right click on the tournament, but don't click anything after you right click.
uh
I don't know.
edit team match.
No, never mind. I'll just watch on the stream.
All right. Sounds good. Just to make sure you're being say something by the way. Just to make sure you're being picked up.
Hello, my name is Trent. Am I being picked up?
Perfect. Yep, you're being picked up.
Excellent.
Oh, that is so strange. My Chrome is lagging now. Am I still here? Yes, I'm still
That's not
here.
good. I can still hear you. Um, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Everyone is good to start. So, anyway, let's take a look at the action. Um, what are your thoughts on this auction so far? It's a pretty interesting hand.
It is. I don't disagree with any of the things I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like Julia's decision to pass, I guess. I might have bid two clubs with East's hand instead
Mm-hmm.
of passing initially.
That is.
Um,
Go on.
I don't know that it's the right move,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely would have wanted to compete with it.
That
Might have
is.
made it harder for South to bid two hearts, but I guess they could have doubled showing 4-4 in the majors.
Mm-hmm. Those are all good points, definitely for sure. I think East definitely is the only one who made a bid could have which could have been different. I know Richard likes passing with these kind of fans and showing them later in the auction if he has a reason to believe that North South have game or if he thinks that he can compete at some point. So I think that's something Richard might have considered, and that's why he might have let it go, even with the good club suit and decent spot. Um, Anyway, the lead of Queen. This is the Queen of Spades, which seems like a fairly normal lead over here. Um, I think Stout could have
I
also
might
made
have
a game
been.
try of some sorts with the 6-4 shape. Like if partner has all the values, if partner has no wasted values in diamonds and probably not too many values in hearts, I think there is a case for making some sort of game try. And I actually think that they are in good shape to make game because they only have two club losers and the spade loser.
That looks right to me because they can rough all the diamonds. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Barring the 3-0 heart split, I think you do make game.
Hmm.
Uh, or a yeah, I think that's the only case you don't make game.
Sure.
Uh, so I think I'd agree with that. I wouldn't have seen it at the table, but
Hmm.
a game try might have made sense. Oh, did they? It looks like they made a game try at the other table.
Yeah, the other table did bid 4 hearts in the north, and um, I'm curious to see how the auction went over there. I think I assume it might have gone something like one diamonds. I'll hover over the other table now because Tentrix is really automatic, so I don't think the play matters too much. So yeah, like we
Yeah.
suspected, there was variance. This person bid 2 clubs, South doubled. 3 clubs over here, 3 hearts by North, and then South had a mandatory 4 hearts bid here. If North is willing to bid 3 hearts, North has a big hand over here.
They
Cyrus,
do. They do.
what are your thoughts on 2 spades over here?
Uh, by West, let's
Hmm.
see. I think I would have gone for it. East West is non-vol. You've got a pretty solid spade suit. I might have made a case for passing, but you are third seat, and it does look like North is going to have all the values, which they end up having.
Hmm.
Um, I think with North's hand, excuse me.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. I could see a case for. I could also see a case for East bidding 2 hearts initially as well.
2 hearts
Um,
initially. East.
as a East, yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think
Um,
I don't like East 2 hearts because East is 4 spades over here. So there's a typical rule of thumb which I like to follow, and I think a lot of people do, which is don't preempt if you have a 4 card major. And if you have like 6 of a major, like don't preempt if you have 4 of the other major, because like
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
in this example, if he preempted 2 hearts, there is no way Cyrus is going to be able to show spades over here, and they'd rather play this very nice 5-4 fit than they would in this not so nice 6-1 fit.
No, no, no. I think I agree with you there.
Hmm.
It's definitely a good rule of thumb. I've never heard it before, but I think I might start at least asking people about it,
Hmm.
if not just straight up playing it.
Right. Um, that's a very
Mm,
strong 5 club bid, but of course it seems very reasonable. Um,
yeah.
this can go down though if Let me actually just make sure I have the defense correct. Um, if it goes Ace of Hearts and then a Heart Ruff, there is no way for West to be able to pitch a diamond loser. I mean, for North to be able to pitch a diamond loser, because Queen 10 covers the Jack 9. So there's and the hearts are equal length between North and South. So there's only one defense which beats
Hold
it.
on.
Hmm.
If Ace of Hearts, Heart Rough, there's no way for North to cover a diamond loser. Yeah, okay, I see
Hmm.
it now.
Ooh.
Ah,
It's a
that's
tough
unfortunate.
defense. It's a tough defense to find for sure over
It
here.
is.
The diamond lead definitely
It is.
seems to have a lot of play over here. I like Richard not leading a spade over here because it almost seems certain that North has a void over here, or that like someone has spade shortness over here between North and South, especially when West often has six spades in this spot. So, and this seems to be
Yeah.
one of those hands where you got to go for like an aggressive defense, and you kind of have to get your three tricks before they start pulling clubs over here. So, I like Richard's choice of not leading the spade over here.
I like that too. I think personally I would have started with the Ace of Hearts and
Hmm.
then gone for the diamond lead, depending on how the hand shaped up. But I don't think it's a bad lead to start with the Eight of Diamonds.
For sure.
I would have been certainly tempted to do it.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, let's see. So you, um, that and that. Yeah.
So looks like North is going to try to tempt West and East into pitching some wrong cards over here. I think Cyrus should be able to work this out,
Yeah.
especially once Richard gives
Um,
spade count.
I don't think not to say that play the Queen of Clubs is wrong. I think it actually is better than
Hmm.
what I would have done. But in my head, I'd go with the with starting the heart line right away, just because I don't see a good way to develop the tricks
Hmm.
by playing the Queen of Clubs.
Sure.
But I think the Queen of Clubs is a better play because you lose nothing from it, and
Yeah.
potentially the opponents could discard. So
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
You're trying to make the opponents miss pitch over here in this kind of spot because it's really hard to see enough tricks over here. You kind of want you can either figure a way to pick up the 10 of diamonds, and you don't have the spots to be able to finesse the 10 of diamonds because you're off the 6 of diamonds too. Um,
Yeah.
and West will do well to play low here. This should be roughed. I think as long as West does not touch the diamonds themselves, they should be in good shape. Oh yeah, this seems like it's just playing for 11 tricks at this point, which is a good result at the end of the day for North South, especially at these colors.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything either player can do to change the result of this board, though,
Hmm.
or any player. I mean, assuming North roughs the remaining diamond and the last two spades.
So it looks like it was a push. The other table also ended up
Yep.
taking 11 tricks and clubs. So looks like a pass is going to start the action over here. West should open it up with, yeah, 1-0 Trump seems
Oh, no
normal.
Trump. Yep. Uh,
Ooh, East is going to transfer to
what?
spades.
Yes, yes, they are. That's a big spade hand. What are North South playing in terms of defense over no Trump? Are they playing Capoletti?
That is a very, very good question. I honestly have no idea. I can look it up right now. Um, but either way, I don't think North or South really care to make a bid over here. South is a balanced 10 count. Let's take a look. So they play, no, they actually play,
Huh?
They play multi-landy over here by the looks of it, with two clubs showing both
Oh,
majors, two hearts showing hearts and minor, two spades spade plus minor, two diamonds single suited major, and double is penalty. So
indeed.
I like pass by Morgan over here. I mean, like you're happy to defend over here. You're not so happy to be on offense over here.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. It's excuse me, not quite. You got a lot of dispersed. Excuse me, kings and queens, so it's easier to defend with that.
Yeah. As it turns out, two hearts by North South has some playability, but of course they're not letting them buy the contract for that. Three spades should be a super accept, and I think East might just bump this up to four with the good spade suit and six of them. And as for
Yeah,
how
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just trying to calculate how four spades plays. It looks like there are no spade losers. The ace of hearts is on side, so that's gonna be one heart loser and two club losers. So actually, four spades is gonna make over here. What is double here? That is takeout.
I think that's gonna be takeout. Yeah.
Yikes! I'm not a fan of that.
Mm, I think takeout's better than letting them get to four spades unheated.
Speaking of,
After the super accept, it looks very much like, oh,
there's a problem though. Cyrus will do well to pass this.
that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good for Minnesota.
No, it's not. The overtrick is going to hurt a lot too.
Yeah, it is.
And no one has any shortnesses to get any roughs over here, nor to shorten spades, which doesn't help enough.
Mhm.
And I guess with the double, that might put East in a tough spot as to whether to compete over that. I think East might have been four spades either way, but East might be
It's
less
true.
inclined to if East thinks a lot of the values are with the North. So that would have been an interesting play, actually, as it turns out in these color. I mean, like in this spot.
Yes. I think with South's hand, I wouldn't have passed the double. I think I would have bid. Well, four clubs or four hearts. Probably four clubs for a pass correct.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure at all if that's the right play.
I don't know if double would be penalty over there or not. I'm not 100% sure. If I know double's
Yeah.
not, it's a really awkward spot to be in because it's often nice to have doubles as penalty at 3 level, but I also think with East transferring to spades and West super accepting in spades, it's hard to see where this could be a penalty double. So I think it might more likely be a takeout double. And four clubs or
Yeah, I
four
don't
hearts are
know.
fine, like you said.
Yeah, I don't know their system, so I don't know if three double over three spades there is penalty or takeout or not.
Hmm.
Um,
I'd be surprised if they've discussed that exact spot. So I'm gonna lean
that's good.
towards
That's a good point.
because I don't think this auction because I'm not sure how often you see this type of auction. I never see this type of auction really, where there's a double after a super
No.
accept.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that either.
Hmm.
So I think that's a fair point.
So it looks like the other table was making four spades in the east, and this is going to be three spades double plus one, which is going to score which is going to score better than that. So we're going to have to see how much that is. I do not know what that score is off the top of my head. So
I have. Let's see. It's you get the sorry, not 16, 90 for the points doubled because there's a double for 180. Game bonus since they're non-vol. Are they
no
non-vol?
vulnerable.
Oh no, they're vulnerable. So that's another 500 for a total of 680. And then you get the over trick, which I think it doubled vulnerable is, I think it's, I want to say it's 100 points. No, that can't be right.
Well, we're about to see
Maybe it's
now.
60.
930. Well, we were quite off.
Oh my.
7 imps
Yeah,
to Georgia Tech. And, ooh, this is,
that's rough.
the other table was 3-0 Trump in the West, making 6.
Let's see. Of West? Oh my.
Yeah.
That's not the game I would have found. I think I would have found the club game,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure. Um,
The club game does run into some problems over here. You have just 3
it
losers.
does, but
I think 3-0 Trump is a reasonable spot. Of course, East can picture a slam if West makes. Well, South is going to make some sort of bid over here. What are your thoughts on one spade?
I,
I would have liked more. I would have liked something like even 4 spades. I wouldn't mind actually. Well, I guess it might be too much because you need your partner to have something in
I I would
spades.
have been hard pressed to bid um, uh, a jump bid there,
Mm-hmm.
just because I know my partner would have thought it was a lot weaker than it was.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 spades definitely ends up being a really good bid. I don't know. Yeah,
So.
I think I would have bid 1 spade, but I think 3 spades definitely is the bid to make
Mm-hmm.
there, just because of how the hands are distributed.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I could. If I asked someone like Richard about this, and I think Richard would just say pass, and then figure out where you will need to end up after, depending on what contract they end up in. Cause I want, cause kind of want to play 4 spades over here, cause I have a really good hand, and it often feels like it has really good playability if partner has like a spade on her. But I'm not sure really
Yeah,
the right way to bid it. Because 1 spade feels like it's not taking up enough room, and sometimes something ends up like this. Of course, on a spade lead, they'll do well to. They'll probably take a lot of tricks, I think. How did they take 12 tricks at the other table? I'm
I'm
struggling.
curious to that too. I figure it must have been. It must be underplay of the ace, or and a dropping of a particular suit. I don't know which one it would be, but that's the best I can come up with.
So the lead was a spade as we expected. Then there was a switch to the ace of diamonds. Oh, I think I can see what happened over here. Then South would have probably continued his spade over here, and the Jack of Diamonds dropped, and that's how they took 12 tricks.
Oh, because he ran off diamonds.
Hmm.
Okay.
So it looks like they're doing some sort of slam cue bidding over here. Obviously, East with the 3 diamonds bid, that is game forcing, but East doesn't really care about finding 4 hearts or 4 spades. Probably looking for 6 diamonds or 6 clubs over here. So there's some cue bidding happening over here. 4 clubs, 4 spades. 5 clubs might be a sign off. But this might not look to make under
Yeah,
correct defense.
yeah, because they can get heart trick, diamond trick, and
2 hearts
I don't know.
actually, because Ace Queen covers
2
the
hearts.
king.
Yeah, 2 hearts. Okay.
So anyway,
I
it
think
should make now.
third
Because
lead. I think is right from Morgan's perspective.
it is what
Uh,
partner bid.
yeah, but turns out you need to make the heart lead to set the contract.
Correct. So now, like on a spade, West can pitch the heart, and then after that, it's kind of just you can just claim losing the diamond and losing the heart. Of course, you could always try to sneak a heart through, but that's not going to happen. And pulling trump first
Yeah.
is also very normal. I think West will. too well to pitch a heart right now and before playing a diamond. I mean, after pulling the last trump.
No, I'd agree with you on that.
Mhm.
It's imps, so the over tricks don't matter. Just go for making the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Goes for the diamond rough. No dice. South needs to play the ace of hearts, or they get an over trick here.
Oh yeah, good point.
Since they can pitch the hearts on the diamonds.
Right. All right, back to this. Ooh, the Queen of Spades continuation.
Oh, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Rough for Minnesota. Oh, well, not actually. Well, oh yeah, actually rough.
Well, technically, it's a rough for Georgia Tech.
Technically, it is, yes, but
How fast is the other table? Okay, the other table is still playing. Oh, the other table just finished board 5. Do you think you want to go to the other table and see how that's playing, and then shift it back to this when that table's over?
sure. Let's take a look.
This table is on par to make 11 tricks now. Yeah, it's 11 tricks. So let's take a look at the other table, see how they're doing.
12 tricks, because pitching the hearts.
Oh, did I say 11?
Right?
Yeah, 12 is
Yeah,
correct.
you said 11.
Okay, yeah, 12 is correct. South has a very nice hand over here. That is, how many points is that? 23? So, 2 club opener seems incoming.
Oh. Yeah, that's 23. I could make a case for opening one. No, never mind.
You have too many
leave
aces, too many
clubs
kings.
open.
You have too many aces, too many kings to open anything short of 2 clubs.
I was thinking it was a 2 suited hand, which I've heard you shouldn't always open 2 clubs, but I don't know all of those things super well.
Sure. Now South has some options over here, but because this is a really interesting shape, I think South could bid Tuno Trump, and that's not a terrible bid. I also think that South could bid 3 diamonds over here, and that's also a fine bid. It's really hard to know what these kind of how to bid these kind of shapes.
Is 2 diamonds waiting in this system?
Yeah, 2 diamonds is just waiting. Doesn't say any. It's not like it is. It could be 0 points. It could be how many ever points it is. I'm not sure if they play anything else over 2 clubs. Like they probably might play something like 2 hearts and 2 spades or constructive hands with 5 cards in those suits. Maybe 2 clubs past 2 no trump is something else. So they're playing puppet stamen over here. So South is probably going to be 3 diamonds over here to show a 4 card major and deny a 5 card major. And then North should probably just go to 3 no trump, and they should be in pretty. They should be in okay shape to make it. They have 5 clubs. They have 9 top tricks.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on that. They've got 5 clubs, 2 hearts, 4 spades. That's already
11.
What? 11 tricks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's any benefit here for going to slam. I don't think there's a good way to make slam just because none of the finesses. You don't have the second heart in South to make a heart finesse. This
You
diamond
could
finesse might work from
the diamond
South's
finesse does
perspective,
work
but
if you play towards the king. You can actually make 12 tricks double dummy, but it's like you said, it's not a
you
really good
can,
slam to
but
be in.
no.
It's close, definitely for sure from North's perspective. It is a very good 9 count at the end of the day because King Jack 10 Queen third are also really good, and you also have you have your own source of tricks, which is Queen Jack fifth, and your spots are also pretty good all
Yep.
around.
Yeah, no, you don't have. You've only got two threes and a 2, and everything else is above a 7 or
Hmm.
at a 7 or above.
So I wouldn't mind an invite actually by North. The more I think about it, depending on how I assume this is
Yeah,
22 to 24, so I wouldn't mind an invite. Of course, it's gonna be hard to bid though. But either way, they should
let's see.
comfortably
2
make
clubs,
it.
3 clubs, possibly either 4 clubs accepting into clubs, or maybe 3 diamonds showing a 5-card diamond suit. Um, maybe they get to 5 clubs instead of 3 no. Maybe they get to 3 no still. Maybe they make it to slam, but it's again not a great slam to be in.
Okay.
But I do think it's harder to bid, especially with clubs being the suit you wanna bid there. I think,
Mm-hmm.
but actually you could bid 2 no there, supposing 2 no is natural from North.
With North Sand, they might not play that after a 2 club opening.
They might not. I don't know what they play.
Mm-hmm. Neither do I
But
really. Ooh. So it looks like we're on to making 11 tricks. Santosh is just gonna cash the clubs, cash the King of Hearts, and assuming that Sean doesn't pitch a heart over here, and East holds on to the Ace of Diamonds, it should be 11 tricks.
yep. I don't expect Ace is gonna drop that Ace of Diamonds anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he knows the 9 of Hearts isn't good if he's been counting.
Yep.
So
Well, also he sees the Jack and the dummy.
this is true.
So a cute result for George Check over here. 11 tricks and 3 no trump. Pretty decent. Santosh might open this as spade. I think Santosh should open this as spade. It's a good spade suit. King Queen third of hearts is also really nice. Of course he might
Do we
just.
want to swap over to the other table? Um,
I think my plan was to stay on this table. While this table is
Alright.
still ahead, and we could probably watch this
Oh.
table till the end, and then switch
That
to the
makes
other
sense.
table, just to cover the most. Just to give a chance to
we
both
can.
tables. Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about the pass from South. It's a pretty good 1 spade opener, I think. I don't know that I would have opened it, but
Mhm.
it might be smart to open.
I think it is definitely a tight pass. Over here by South, because even though you don't have 12 points, obviously, and even though you don't have 12 points, and a lot of people like to open 12 point,
12.
open with 12 exactly, only with 12 and above. This is a very good spade suit, like you were mentioning. It's not just Ace Queen fifth; it's Ace Queen 10 fifth, and you usually want a spade lead um if you're in defense. And also King Queen third is also really, it's not soft values, it's really good values. Like they're backing up each other. Like if the King and Queen were in different suits over here for South, then I can see the argument for letting it go. But I think even vulnerable, I think Santos should have definitely opened this hand. And
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Andy decided actually to open light, unlike his partner, and open this 10 count. It is definitely a good club suit. So it looks like a diamond, double, a spade. I think South could have redoubled actually over here to show values if they played that, which I think they do. Yeah, redouble over here should have been 10 plus points. So
Ooh.
two clubs was related to
Ooh.
diamonds. Obviously, Andy's happy to play two clubs over here. They ended up in the right spot.
Yeah. I think you could make a case for. Well, you can't make a case for three now.
Too
Maybe a
light.
case for four clubs, but no. There's no club game. There's no major suit game. Um,
Yeah, this is
yeah,
just a par score they should
yeah,
be in. They probably should discuss whether two clubs is
yeah.
related to diamonds over there at some point. Obviously, they're not going to get punished for it over here. Um, I know that with my
It,
most of
it,
my
it
partnerships, I like to play two clubs as a related two diamonds. If East makes strictly a double over here, if East made any other bid like one spade or one heart or whatever, then check back would be off. So what were you saying? Sorry.
I'm one of those players that doesn't open 11 count hands. I like to wait for 12.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even with this hand, I would have opened,
Mm-hmm.
because it is such a good one spade opener. Um, but I'm hesitant to, but I do think the right bid for Santosh there is to open one spade as opposed to passing.
For sure. Then again, Santos does tend to be a very tight player, and I'm definitely much more looser when it comes to my openings. I think a lot of players actually in Georgia Tech are pretty loose, or except for South over here. So it looks like Andy's trying to play the diamonds out over here, trying to rough North's diamonds in the South. And of course, West is immediately picking up on this and switching to a club immediately. The question is whether East also
Mm-hmm.
understands what's going on, and East does well to play another club over here. And North could be tempted into taking a spade finesse over here because at least here's my thinking if I'm North over here. So East did not lead a diamond over here, which often means that East does not have ace king of diamonds or king queen of diamonds, at least not touching honors in this spot. So I think it's safe to assume that the ace and king are split, as are the king and queen. So if East has shown ace queen and ace over here in the minors, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to imagine East having the king of spades over here and the jack of spades. So
Mm-hmm.
so North does
No,
well over here to realize that.
I think it's also important to consider East double.
Hmm.
East probably has the majority of the high card points, including the missing spades.
Indeed.
Um, just on that, but other than that, I think yeah, you're probably right on the splitting of the ace king and king and queen
Mhm.
as a reasoning.
So
Um,
switches to another club again. So Andy's not gonna be able
yep.
to rough the last spade over here, and that ace of spades is gonna be played, probably pitching a diamond, and I think you have to rough another spade over here. Hopefully the king of spades drops, but of course we can see that it's not going to.
Yep.
Well, oh yeah, you're
And
missing. You're off the king and the jack, so need too much over here. You don't have enough entries to do anything over here.
no. Um, you can get the last two heart tricks. You lose the diamond. You're up. You're up one.
Hmm.
Which isn't terrible, but
I like the
might have been a
way.
better way to do it. I wasn't.
Oh no, you're
I
making your
didn't see it
contract.
closely enough. Yeah, no, it's definitely the right contract. I don't think there's a better contract they could have been in,
Hmm.
just because they're off the ace of clubs and the any diamond honors or any diamond
Absolutely.
stop.
Hmm. That's cute. I don't know what Andy was going over for with the spade play over there. It um
Yeah, I don't. I don't see how that ends up helping you.
Hmm.
There's only one spade left.
It might help in a 3 card ending if East had, let's say, the Ace of Diamonds, and there was some card which you wanted East to play. Like East was forced into an end play over there. Obviously, that didn't matter over here on this layout. So, and that could matter in
Yeah.
some 3 card endings, not often in a 2 card ending.
East with one no trump.
Hmm.
Um,
South could bet 2 diamonds over here if South wanted to show the single suited spades, and obviously West can compete in hearts over there. So the question is what happens over here.
yeah.
I think West will. I think West can pass this in the event that South is hearts, because I don't think West is in a rush with because West has a good hand at the end of the day. It's a 7 count, so you can play 3 hearts pretty safely. If South has
Yeah.
spades. Obviously, this is also a fine bid. North. It's an interesting spot to be in.
I'd be hard pressed to make a bid with North Hand.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I don't play multi-landy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fairly balanced hand. It looks like East West are going to be in hearts. You got a 4 card heart suit, which
Right.
is even though you don't have any honors, is still relatively good for defending, especially since it's topped by the 9. Oh, goes for the spade.
That's a very,
That's not a
very.
bad. That's not a bad call.
It's gonna end up being a bad call though, because besides spades, you have a lot of. I mean, like if West had the 1 no trump hand, I think 2 spades is a good bid over here, because all the aces and queens figure to be over here, so you can play towards the North's end, and then you can pick up the king and jack of diamonds. But over here, like king jack of diamonds is wasted, queen jack of clubs is wasted. It's only king doubleton you're playing
Yeah.
off.
You had a good point there.
It's an interesting contract to be in.
Yep. No game.
Mhm.
And let's see, does game make?
Um,
It looks like game is making.
yeah,
That makes sense.
you're trying to make the opponents.
Using 2 diamonds at most, 3 spades, but you can ruff a spade, and you end up being able to finesse the queen of diamonds. So
Mhm.
yeah, it looks like game makes.
I think there was a slight error over here in this auction, which is West did alert their 2 hearts as non-forcing, but you have to also consider that West has the best hand possible in this spot if it's non-forcing. So if East bids 3 hearts over here as competing over 2 spades, I wouldn't mind a 4 hearts bid by West, because you kind of got to reevaluate your hand, and because 2 hearts could be anything. Like 2 hearts, like Sean might bid 2 hearts if it's just like ace fifth and trash everywhere else.
Yeah.
And if East is willing to play 3 hearts opposite that, then you could kind of bump this up to a 4 hearts maybe. Obviously, like I'm kind of like obviously I'm not 100% sound in my evaluation because I'm seeing all 4 hands. So my judgment is a bit misguided by that, but I still think that Sean could have definitely done something over here over 3 hearts.
It depends on what range Zarin is showing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know off the top of my head exactly what
So
the range is for them, but ooh,
the hard switch seems normal.
that's I don't love it. Uh, in my mind, if I've only got 1 heart, either they've got 9 hearts, which maybe they do, or my partner has 4,
Hmm.
and I'm just making it harder on him to get some kind of rough. It turns out he can't get any kind of rough, but
Hmm. It's hard to
like I said,
imagine.
I don't love it.
It's hard to imagine because South does know what North has two spades over here. So if North has two spades and a shortness elsewhere, it's hard to imagine what kind of shape North has over here. Like
It's a good it's a good point.
West will do well to play the queen over here, and
Yeah.
depending on how good Sean is, oh, Sean definitely needs to rough a heart at some point, but obviously that's going to be a bit tricky. I mean, rough a spade, sorry. Um,
Yep.
so you might have to go club. Oh, okay, I see. Um, West might be putting all his baskets on the North having the King of Diamonds over here, which is actually going to work out. So the eight of so you could
Interesting. So he's
this
gonna
actually
finesse the 8.
works. So now they're taking 11 tricks. Very nice.
Played. I wonder. I'm guessing Sean probably either that's the percentage play, or Sean correctly pinned the King of Diamonds, and I'm wondering how he pinned it. But
Hmm.
that's my guess anyway.
For sure. Um, Now we're gonna see how this goes. North is gonna pass. East is gonna pass, and the question is, what does South like to do in third seed favorable? I think South can definitely open a heart over here,
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you on that one. Um,
and West is a mandatory double.
this has been a double. Yep.
North could bid like one no trump or one spade, depending on what that means over here in this spot. Like one spade might promise five over here.
Yeah. Uh, I like one spade as a bid.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's the correct bid for their. Uh, oh, pass.
I don't mind it either.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I would have bid one no or a spade, but I guess pass isn't as awful as I might be thinking it is.
Hmm. In fact, one no looks to go down even on a heart lead, because besides three spades, the hard trick that East is going to pick up over here, and perhaps the club, I don't think they have any other tricks really. I think it goes down two maybe. Defense can pick up four hearts, two diamonds, a club. Oh no, that's down one, right?
Two diamond.
It
Yeah.
looks down one, I think.
They can pick up a spade maybe, but I don't think that if they go for the spades, they can't. I don't think they have the time to
Hmm.
pick up everything else.
Right. Yeah, East is doing well to go after clubs first and try to play those out before going for the spades. And North
Yep, yep.
can decide to win this. North also doesn't have to. But North has to be careful, for sure, regardless of what happens here. Probably the hard continuation over here, and South is now going to
Yeah.
cash four hearts. North,
Pitching a diamond.
probably a low
West.
diamond to encourage.
Yeah.
So I have to play the ace of diamonds and a diamond over here. Otherwise, they're going to take 6 more tricks, actually. Otherwise, East-West will take the last 6.
Yep,
3
because they can
spades and
run
3
off
clubs.
the. Yep.
So South has to get this correct. Okay, South does well over here. And now
Good.
continue a diamond, hopefully. The only issue is that he didn't work it out because North played the 4 of diamonds and then the 2 of diamonds, so he might have
It looks discouraging as
exactly.
opposed to encouraging.
Mhm. Very unlucky. Cashing winners is hard, as they say.
Yes, it is. Let's see.
Diamond opening over here looks pretty normal.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other better opener. I like one heart.
Well, no trump if you want to be fancy, but I'm not sure if they allow that on singleton hearts, which aren't. I think you can only do that if it's singleton heart, queen, or king, or ace. But one trump would have been an option too. One diamond's definitely the way to go.
Yeah. I like West double. I like 3 hearts from North.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have actually gone with 4 hearts from North. North is pretty weak.
It's
got 10 hearts between them. Don't know if it's the right call, but it's what I would have gone for.
Okay. I think I definitely lean towards 3 hearts because even though you are unfavorable, even though you are vulnerable, which makes a game score better, you're kind of a balanced hand at the end of the day because you are a 5-4-2-2. Like, you don't have any shortnesses or you don't have any singletons or voids over here, so it doesn't really seem to score much and as much tricks in like a cross rough kind of situation, which is often what you're looking for with these kind of 4 hard bits. So that is why I definitely would have leaned towards the 3 hearts as opposed to 4 hearts. Obviously, either way, it should be an okay thing at the end of the day. East is in an interesting spot over here. Kind of tough to make a bid.
Yeah. I think. I think the best bid for East here is probably either pass or 4 diamonds.
Okay.
But I would have a hard time choosing between them. I think I would go for a pass. I think I'd go for 4 diamonds just because I've got the heart singleton, and I really don't want to have to play against hearts.
Right.
Actually, yeah, because there's no way I can guarantee I'm setting 4 spades.
Big bid.
Big bid, and I don't think I like that one.
If spades are breaking, it definitely looks to make. It's a I don't dislike 4 spades too much. It's just that if you want to make a bid over here, 4 diamonds, like you said, might be a fine bid. Actually, 4 diamonds often should be okay. This is the most obvious singleton in the world. But that being said, the hard shortness can definitely be roughed in East, who has the shorter spades. And besides that, your hand is very, very good. Like, there are a lot of pitches which could happen on diamonds. Obviously, probably not over here because East and West have the same amount of diamonds. Which East might play a heart over here. And actually, the problem is East needs to fit. Now this diamond lead makes things tricky because East needs a way to be able to pull trumps. And at the same time, there are too many things to do over here.
They've got they've got a heart loser, they've got 2 club losers, and they're losing the ace of spades and possibly the jack of spades if they pull the finesse wrong.
Hmm.
Um,
Very, very good play
yeah,
over
it's
here. He underled the ace of
yeah,
hearts. I'm proud of him.
it's not something I would have done, but it's a good move.
Hmm.
Uh, I think. Oh, did South just rough their diamonds?
South
Oh
just roughed the
man,
diamond, so this is going to be very, very hard. Actually, no, it should be okay. If he plays the queen over here, then it's going to make.
yeah, yeah, no, that sounds right to me.
Oof!
Oh darn,
You hate to see it.
I really do because I am rooting for Minnesota, but it's just not working out for me.
uh, I the more I think about the four spades bid, the more I am appreciating it for sure. It just it was very it's a tough call. It's a tough four spades to bid. I mean, not a tough four spades to bid. It's a tough four spades to bid. A tougher four spades to make. And
Yeah.
East had me believing for a moment over there.
Oh well. Another couple of minutes, another board. So we can see how they do on the next board. Uh, yeah.
So a spade
I like one
opening.
spade from West.
Mm-hmm. Two diamonds, sure. Um,
Yeah, I like 2 diamonds.
two hearts should be forcing, so I like that. South has an
Yeah.
interesting choice over here. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I want to make a V Grace. Probably four diamonds would be my go-to over here.
That's my bid as well. I
Mhm.
don't think I ever bid anything here except 4 diamonds.
Actually, there is some argument for five diamonds too, depending on how good two diamonds is over here. Because partner might have three diamonds. I guess your hand
Yeah.
is might be too. I guess South evaluated their hand to be too good for um to make a V Grace over here. So South has to
Possible.
bid five diamonds over here. I think.
Yeah, I don't think they bid anything but 5 diamonds,
Hmm.
especially with the singleton spade.
Yep.
Let's see. Um, you're losing 2 hearts, a club, and you're down 1 in 5 diamonds. 4 spades. He's losing the ace of spades,
A diamond.
the ace of diamonds,
Probably two
probably
clubs.
king of clubs.
No, actually,
Yeah, no.
only one club probably. Depends on what they lead. If somehow North can find a club switch, uh, then four spades might go down. But East West have a lot of pitches on the hearts, obviously.
Yeah, no. It's a tough contract to make 4 spades, so I think 5 diamonds is definitely the bid to make.
Hmm. Good bid by South over here.
Very good bid, very good bid.
So I assume that North might play diamonds immediately, and then might try to play a club over here
Yeah,
because
I
North
think yeah.
counts at least one club loser and two hard losers incoming. So North might want to try to see um if there's a way to pitch. I'm not a fan of this play over here. If there's a way to pitch a hard
I'm not a
loser on
fan
a
of this
club,
spade either.
if North can get the clubs correct. Yeah, this is just giving up the contract. Well, obviously North South. Maybe North South is just happy to play for down one over here because four spades does look to make from North's perspective. I think.
Yeah, I don't think there's much. It's not an easy contract to set, that's for sure. Uh,
Hmm. All right. So the Ace of Hearts is continued over here. Can also play the Queen of Hearts. Probably no problem.
um,
Partner has to have values in clubs. Clubs are not
mm,
running.
yeah, you've got a lot of pitches you can make on the hearts and spades.
Mm-hmm.
I think East can just claim here, honestly. I don't see anything that East could
Um,
see that
there is a world
might
in which
might
North South
flop.
lose two clubs if they miss guess clubs. So it's a question of whether it's down two or down one. I think.
That's true. That's true. Um,
Ooh, playing the suit for them.
that's unfortunate.
Doesn't. I mean, like, North has to guess at the end of the day who has the queen and who has the ace. So maybe East can. Maybe might mess this up. I'm not sure. The question North needs to ask right now is why did East not continue a hard? The answer is I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, it's some sort of psychological mind play game. I think over here. Trying to tempt North into making the wrong decision. So the question is, will they get it correct or not?
Yeah.
And they do get it
And they
correct.
do.
So that's going to be a claim of down one. Pretty fair result for Georgia Tech over here. The question is whether what happens at the other table, and we'll have to wait and see about that.
Yes, we will. I do hope somebody finds the five diamond bid, Julia or Morgan, but we
Mhm.
shall see.
All right. So hard opening over here, pretty normal start. They can definitely. This might make slam. In fact, let me
Oh,
think about this. It's a definitely hard slam to make if it makes. Let's see. So you have two pitches coming in on the die. Do you even have two pitches? You have only one pitch. Never mind. Because the diamonds are four
yeah.
one, so you can pitch one. You can pitch perhaps another one. Okay. So six hearts has some playability over. No, never mind. You have a heart loser too. So you have a heart loser. You need to somehow avoid losing anything else in any other suit. So you got to pull two rounds of
Can
trump.
you? Hmm. You could do no, because you gotta. Yeah, I don't see the play there because you can't make a cross rough because there's too few diamonds to pitch all your to get all your diamond winners off. There's too few clubs. There's too bad a club break to make um, to pitch anything on the clubs or get all your clubs out quick enough.
Okay.
Um,
Actually, it does look like six hearts is making. It's a very double dummy-esque line, but you got to pull 2 rounds of trump, and now the question is, what do you do with your 3 spades? You can set up the fifth diamond in time if you go after diamonds before you touch clubs, and you rough the fourth diamond over here, and then the fifth diamond obviously you can pitch 1 spade. The second spade would have to go on the club, the jack of clubs, if you can finesse that. And the third spade you can actually rough over here in East End. So this is actually a slam alert. It's going to be a very, very... I'm not sure if they're going to bid 6 hearts over here, but if they do bid 6 hearts, Sean is going to have to play the best bridge ever in his life to make this contract.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not seeing that at the table for sure. Sean might, but it's a very hard contract to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like to see that 12M swing.
Oh, what happened? 4 spades, East. Oh, 4 spades making.
Yeah.
What happened here again? Let me try. Oh, right. The jack of spades finesse, I think, gone wrong.
Yep. That makes sense. I remember that hand now.
So 5 diamonds. West is probably going to deny over here.
Queen. Yep.
Nope. The cushion is whether East decides to YOLO and go to 6 hearts anyway over here. Nope, they're gonna stop at 5 hearts. 11 tricks should be easier to make, so we're gonna have to see how that goes.
Let's see. You lose the jack of hearts for sure. Oh.
That is the most helpful lead ever.
Let's see, can you even... I think you can make 6 now.
Yeah. Okay, 6 is kind of like very, very cold now at this point. Yeah, actually it's very, very cold now. Because you have all the time in the world to, actually, I want to correct myself. Not very, very cold. Because at the end of the day, you still need to finesse the queen of clubs because the diamonds don't break.
I don't know, because you can still rough the last diamond, hop over. You've got the 2 club winners. You're pitching the last spade on the last diamond. You're roughing the 9 of diamonds or the 8 of diamonds, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you still make without finessing the queen of clubs.
Oh, yep, there we go, yep. Very good, that's a really good point. I want to message North and just say nice lead, but that's kind of 2 p.m. and also I shouldn't really interact with this match. So...
Oh, man. It's too serious a match to be sassy to your teammates. at least over chat. You can be sassy on here. Just don't be sassy. Don't be sassy while they're playing bridge.
Yeah, for sure. So
at least not to their face, anyway.
Oh man. The double. I mean, sure, you do have a 16 count. I mean, is it a 15 or 16 count? I can't count. 15 count. The problem is if partner bits a heart, what do you do? Aziz, do you let a heart go? Probably you have to at that point. Obviously, that's not going to happen over here. Vest is probably going to bid 2 spades or 3 spades, depending on their agreements.
Yeah. I don't know that I like the double, though. I understand the decision to double, but I don't think I like it. Mm-hmm. Oh, 4 spades.
I was thinking 3 spades. 4 spades is definitely not the bid I was picturing, but go you, Sean. It's making. Ace of clubs is on side. Yeah. You lose a diamond, a club. 11 tricks. Bam.
Wow. It's not the bid I would have made, but it's a nice bid. I guess in Sean's mind, you've got 10 spades for the law.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
club.
I might have bid 3 spades, but
Sean just asked in table chat if this club onside or off, and it looks like it's going to be a quick claim now.
Yeah.
So very, very quick claim. On to the next hand.
All right.
So pass over here. South has to make two spades is a very two spades could be bid over here.
I would go for a two spades bid here. I like the spade suit. I like your club singleton and heart doubletons. Not great, but it's all right.
Yeah, two spades seems normal
I like
over
the
here
path.
in 2 or 1. Maybe even in strong club they might two spades might be a better bid than one spade. Um, Now North has a very 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 good hand. The only problem is the lack of
Yes.
spade support. It's a very
What's
very
their Sorry, go ahead.
it's a very very unsatisfying pass if North wants to pass. North could also try to stick in their nose with the 3 heart bid, and that's definitely an option. But obviously, the hard sit is not the most appealing, so that's also it's a really annoying spot for to be in as North. But what were you
It
asking?
really is. What's their Tuno Trump convention?
August.
August?
hmm
Okay.
And for those wondering in Twitch chat what August is, Tino Trump is usually a strong bid over here, showing about like 15 plus points, inquiring more about what South Sand might look like. And South has 3 responses: 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, and 3 spades, respectively, showing a bad hand and a bad spade suit. A bad hand in general, but a good spade suit, and a good hand but a bad spade suit, and finally a good hand and a good spade suit. So over here, Santosh, if was inquired, would have shown a good spade suit. And as for whether it's a good hand in general, that's up to his personal interpretation. I might have just said it's a bad hand with a good suit because I'm not really thrilled about my jacks. Maybe if I had a queen or something, I might upgrade. I might say good hand, good suit, or if a king. Anyway, this is gonna be. We're gonna have to see how this goes. So probably gonna pull Trump
I like
now.
the heart pitch from South.
Mhm. And West actually chose not to overruff over here, I think which I think is an interesting play over here, and it definitely puts a lot of pressure on South to figure out what's going on in spades. Because if West has either the 5, 6, or 8 of spades, they're probably roughing it. So why not? So why didn't they rough? Is the question that South needs to ask himself. And the answer is probably that the spade split is not bad, and maybe they might get risk getting what's the word I'm trying to look for? They're
Dropping the king or the queen or one of the honors?
Mhm.
Or are you looking for something else?
No, they don't want to get like they don't want to accidentally somewhat tap themselves on the clubs if they lose control.
Right. I like the club lead from Zarin.
Mm-hmm. Interesting play over here. Has to rough this one now at this point.
Really does.
East does not have to rough this. East could probably pitch a heart, sure. And the hard play over here is really nice.
Yeah.
And looks like it's just barely making 8 tricks and
Yep.
2 spades, so good evaluation by North to not go further.
Really well done. I certainly think I would have bid 3 hearts, but
Actually, the more I think about
I
it,
don't think it ends up being a better conflict.
Is
Well,
it how
maybe.
doomed is it? I don't think it's actually doomed in this. I don't. I honestly think it has pretty decent playability.
Losing 2 hearts. Can't quite see the whole hand, so it's hard for me to tell what's going
Oh,
on.
South is Ace King sixth and trash everywhere else. Jack Doubleton of Hearts. Wait, you can't see the entire hand. What am I screen sharing? Chroma or
I just
OBS?
can't see the bottom half of South's hand, is all. I can see the rest.
Oh, really? What
So,
does your view look like? That is interesting.
I don't see the bottom of like the text chat, and then I just don't see the very bottom of that. Uh, what do you call it?
Oh god, I did something bad.
Hand viewer. Uh
Let me fix that.
oh.
That is definitely not what I meant to do. Let's see what it looks like in OBS. Okay, I gotta make it a bit bigger. Oops. Hopefully that works.
I like the bids all around the table on this last hand. I don't think Sean has any reason to bid, nor does Saren. And I like the transfer and pass from North.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Uh, sure, this should be good enough. You can see the entire hand now, right?
yes, I can.
Okay.
But see, you're losing a diamond, uh, 2 clubs, 2 hearts. Excuse me. No spades. You can pitch the clubs. Excuse me, on the spades. And I don't think you have any other issues. So I think 4 hearts makes
Mm-hmm.
on board 14. Oh, and he goes for the finesse. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hmm. Oh, I missed what happened. Why are we in two spades? What was the bidding?
1 heart, 1 no out of south, pass. 2 hearts transfer from north, pass. 2 spades out of south,
All
accepting the
pass.
transfer, and then pass all around.
All right. Um. All right. So we're gonna have to see how the rest of this hand plays out. From what it looks like, can pitch a diamond on one of South's hearts, and you need to pull the last trump at some point. So, but obviously East is on lead, so let's see what East does. Okay.
Is it diamond?
Have to play the king over here for sure.
Mm-hmm. Played.
Now,
Oh.
depending on how greedy. Oh, I like this. This is definitely the way to play this. Now you need to pitch the diamond
Yep.
immediately. Now you
And he goes.
could rough a diamond, sure.
I like the rough of the diamond.
And bam, just making, barely. Nicely done, Santosh.
Making all but, yeah.
So last board, Georgia Tech Gold leads the match 44-11 with as of board 11. That's where the other table is currently. So a club, a
Yep.
spade, This is definitely going to be some game contract in it, probably four spades. Six spades, to need too much for six spades, so stop at four spades.
Yeah. Um, I like. I think I like. Um, I like a two clubs bid here from North. Yeah. Um, assuming that's natural. I'm not
Mhm.
100% sure what their system says here.
I think
Um,
I think in their system it is natural too because if North wanted to show the majors, he would have done so immediately after a club. And if North wanted to show, or if North wanted to make some sort of takeout, maybe North might double over here instead of bid two clubs. I think Santosh can
yeah.
also read that and probably just pass two clubs and not think it's a choice. Obviously, two diamonds if they end up in, that's fine comparatively. Of course, there is no way that East West let them play two clubs or two diamonds.
No.
I have no.
I do not know what that double shows either. I'm guessing it shows a lot of points. Maybe an extra spade. I don't know for sure.
It is takeout
Um,
oriented, is my take. The problem
yeah.
is,
Uh,
how do you show fifth spade right now and game forcing values? Well,
going for three, no. That's not. You're losing five
North is
clubs
on
right
lead.
away there.
No,
That's
North
not
is on
great.
lead. They'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If South is on lead, this becomes a whole much of a bigger of a problem.
Yeah. Let's see.
So anyway, the
Yeah,
lead is the
good.
ace of
I don't
clubs.
disagree with it.
Sure. So from North's perspective, the question is whether North can expect South to have anything over here.
Yeah. Do you know how South play upside down attitude or standard attitude?
Um, they play upside down attitude. The question I'm trying to figure out is whether they play this as the count card or whether they play this as the attitude card. Because I know a lot of partnerships they like to play that
Yeah.
leading the king of the suit often asks for count and leading the ace often asks for attitude. So the answer, so if ace is the count card, which is basically asking South, hey, how many clubs do you have? Play low if you have even. Play high if you have odd. If it is the count card, um, then North might be able to work out that the Queen of Clubs is probably with West, and they might need to switch to something else so that South can play clubs towards them. The problem is, what do they switch to? Nothing works out.
No. Uh, you might be able to. You can't lead a spade because they might go for the spade rough or spade finesse and fail on that end, though they probably won't.
hmm
The heart's not going to give you anything, but it's not going to take anything away either.
I'm not
The
sure I agree with that.
diamond lead might be
I
best.
like the diamond switch
You're
for sure.
thinking,
Because you need to take quick tricks over here because they figure often to have like they often figure to have usually close to 9 tricks in the majors because West did show 4 hearts over here, and North is 3 hearts. So North can often work out that South also has 3 hearts. So if West has Queen fourth of hearts, they're getting 4 hearts. They're probably getting 2 spades at least, 3 spades even sometimes. So like they might just have 9 tricks as soon as North South lead lose control. So you just got to get your tricks before East West are put into the picture and then just cash out. At least that's my thinking as North. So you just gotta hope that South has the odd ace. And probably the ace of diamonds is your best bet because you see ace of spades and ace of hearts. So I definitely do like the switch Andy did over here. Obviously it's not gonna work out, but it was a good try for sure.
No. I think it was his best move.
Hmm.
Turns out it doesn't work for him, but I like Sean's finesse. I wouldn't have seen it. I would have gone for the queen and finessed afterwards, which would have put South in for a club lead.
Ooh.
I'm not 100% sure how he saw the finesse, and I'd like to know, but
Alright, let's go to the
I
other
may never
table.
know.
Which finesse are we talking about?
The finesse of the Sean finessed the 9 over the 8 of
Okay.
spades at trick like 3.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so
Hey,
three hearts!
Gopher got a 3 hearts. But Gopher the Squeeze got a good board on the slam. Cyrus, I'm gonna guess. Maybe Richard.
Cyrus was playing
Went
6
too
hearts.
high on the. Okay.
And I think it does make, as we talked about earlier. Yeah, it does make on any lead.
It's the weird, like you have to play a very double dummy line. Was there a spade lead for Morgan,
Almost
or what's
certainly
he lead?
not. Almost certainly not. It's probably a diamond lead, yep. And I'm not going to go over the rest of the hand, but it's definitely a tricky 6 hearts to make, and that
It
definitely
certainly is. Got a diamond lead in 4 hearts.
So diamond lead against 4 hearts, 7 6, 10. That's annoying. That is annoying. So play it slow over here, and North is going to take that.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I think they might be in prime. They might be in prime shape to make right now because, play the ace and king of spades, and you can pitch 2 clubs, and then the hand just
Right
plays
off the bat,
itself.
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it plays itself because you still need to guess who has the 10 of hearts and whether that's a doubleton or a tripleton. But in very very prime shape to make this contract.
Well, they are, but my line in my head at least is after the 2 spades, you play Jack of Hearts, gets eventually overtaken by East, or a heart gets overtaken by East.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like this one.
Yep.
And East plays. Oh wait, no, never mind. For some reason, I thought that when South would play the 2 spades, that West could somehow get rid of his 2 clubs, but.
Oh, looks like it's gonna work out. There is no way for West to be able to get it rough over here. So 11 tricks and 4 hearts. This is gonna be a good board for Minnesota. So that's gonna 2 spades versus 4 hearts.
It's like 6 imps, 7 imps.
8 imps actually.
So that's kind of
non-vol.
8 imps. Wonderful.
So
oh yeah, they were non-vol. Okay, I was looking at the wrong board.
So the lead is now down to 14 imps with 2 boards to go in this set. Of course, the second set is happening later today at
this was the 2 spades board that had the transfer on it.
Very, very this is not really an exciting board, but I'm trying to remember when the second half is. I know it's later today evening. I think it's at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That sounds right. I think I have it in my phone somewhere.
All right, could you check it real
I
quick?
won't be here for that for those watching.
Okay.
So if you really loved my commentary, you're out of luck, I guess.
Hmm.
Uh,
Aw. Um, I'm not sure who I'm going to have in commentary for the second session. I might try to rope in some Georgia Tech people. I know University of Minnesota is also like the second team is also playing a match then, or around that time. I think
Mhm.
they're playing. They're playing. They have two matches today actually in the casual tournament versus Yale University and Washington University. So they've got their own preparation, their own games to play. So might have to rope in some of the Georgia Tech people for commentary. And if there's anyone who is watching the stream and wants to join me on commentary, just hit me up, I guess. But that's going to be around 7 p.m. Eastern, with again a half an hour delay, so we're going to have to see how that goes. Also, I want to commend both the tables over here. They've been playing very, very fast and very, very quick bridge. Like, they finished 16 boards
yes.
in less than 2 hours, which I think is very, very impressive. Especially given that I've had to commentate some matches which are 3 hours long over here. I mean, some halves which are 3 hours long over here, and I know like, I mean, like that's not to make fun of anyone or like say that's a bad thing, but it's just like it's more to praise how good these two teams are that they're able to play very very quality high quality bridge and also do so at a quick pace.
Yes, it's. I'm having trouble keeping up even with the double dummy up, so that should say something. I
Yeah,
think.
for sure.
Um,
So anyway, looking at the state of this hand, now North has to. I mean, Declare has to pitch a diamond from their hand at some point. It looks like what do you call it? Looks like a heart might be played over here, and then the spade, or a spade directly, I guess works too. You have enough. You don't have to play the heart immediately. All right. And now West should not play a spade. West should. I mean, like none of the options are really good over here.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind a
You
heart.
don't like the heart. Really.
A
It's
heart
not
is.
the worst. It's definitely better than the club lead looks to be.
Mhm.
And well, diamond might work, but I don't know if it's the lead I would have gone for.
Mhm. I probably might have gone for the heart. Nine of diamonds looks fine over here.
Mm-hmm.
South will do well to play the king over here. Pitch the heart. I mean, pitch a diamond on the heart, and then have to get the spades correct to make the contract. Oh no, this is actually an over trick, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
Mm, let's see. They've got
Oh, the other
uh,
table they finessed the ten
that.
of spades and that didn't work. That's why. And bam, that's 9 tricks versus 8 tricks, so that's gonna be another imp for
9 tricks.
Minnesota. Listening to Gap.
Wow. Another imp. Gap's really shrinking.
All right, so what happened in this hand? They were playing Reno Trump for 11 tricks, and um looks to be in good shape.
Yes, it looks like the same auction so far that we had at the other table.
Hmm.
The other table was 3-0 eventually, but we were talking about how four spades um, might be a better contract if East could figure out how to bid 5 and also game force.
Hmm. Uncontested, I think East will offer 2 diamonds bid over here because they play 2-way check back, so 2 diamonds would be any game forcing hand, and once Richard is able to find that West has 3 spades, could bump it up to 4 spades. Obviously, now the same interference happens over here. I think as East, a 3 clubs bid over here is reasonable. Bam! Because I like a 3 clubs bid a lot more than a double, because a double can often be passed.
3 clubs here. Do you think you're saying just a strong hand, or I'm not familiar with what it might say here.
So 2 clubs is almost certainly natural. You're not really interested in playing 3 clubs over here. So 3 clubs is sort of like a cubit of the opponent's suit. I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive because your partner did open that. So it's just like cubit of their suit and just trying to gauge some more information. So now East might bid 3 spades over here. Or no, East actually just goes for a 3-no trump.
Yeah. Very similar auction to the other table, just replacing the double with 3 clubs at this table.
And 3 hearts was instead 2
pass
hearts.
Out at 3-0.
And let's see what North elects to do over here. Obviously, there's no defense which beats it, but I'm curious to see whether she makes the diamond switch at trick 2, which I thought was a very, very good play. Oh wait, I could probably pull up the link on my phone for the match. Do you know what the tiny URL for the thing is? The event? Oh, never mind, I found it.
This event?
No, I found it.
Okay.
Oh,
Goes for the diamond lead. The diamond switch at trick 2.
$7:30 Eastern. That is when the second set is. I mean, like, it starts at 7:30 Eastern, which means the stream will start around 8 p.m. Eastern. So, there you go. Um.
2 rounds of diamonds were played. They played low to the first diamond, or Cyrus played low to the first diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And they go for the finesse, just like just like Sean did.
Was that what happened? Oh, that's a very good play.
Yeah.
For those wondering why, because you don't want to be put in a situation where South can get in lead and play tricks towards North is mostly the clubs which you're worried about. So you can take some unnecessary finesses, even though you're pretty safe, just to make sure. Not unnecessary is the wrong word. You can take some not normal finesses, just to make sure that South doesn't get in lead ever. So it looks like, immediate claim of 11 tricks. So this is going to be a push, which means the first half ends now. Georgia Tech 44, Minnesota 31.
13 imps isn't that big a lead.
It absolutely is not.
I'm kind of happy about that. Be nicer if Minnesota was in the lead, but, I think they can come back. But good luck to Minnesota for the second half. Good luck to Georgia Tech, of course, as well, but more luck to Minnesota, obviously.
So I'm assuming we're still waiting for the claim to be accepted. Maybe it's on Julia, I assume.
She might be sending out a message to just say good luck or something to that effect.
Oh yeah, so claim got rejected. I imagine it's not going to be a concern because 2 clubs are going to be pitched over here, and then the hearts are going to be played out. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
So 44-31, very comebackable lead. It just takes one slam swing, and then all of a sudden Minnesota's back in the conversation. 16 more boards. This has been some really, really good, fast-paced, and quality bridge. So we're gonna have to see how that
Yeah.
goes in the second half. That's gonna happen later today, tonight at 8 Eastern. Same channel, twitch.tv/GTBridgeClub. Please tune in. Um, and yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me on commentary today, Trent.
Thanks for having me. Have a nice rest of your day. Have fun commentating.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And good luck in your own matches next week.
Oh yeah, and good luck in your matches later today.
Thank you.
All right. Catch you later.
Bye.
All right. So what's up, Twitch chat? It's just you and me now. So, anyways, with regards to this event, also the final has been going on in the event. The final of the Collegiate Championship. These two teams, Georgia Tech and Minnesota, lost to UCSB and Claremont Colleges in the semifinals, respectively. I'll be honest; these are two teams that the two teams that did end up making to the finals are two teams that I did not expect to making it to go to finals. At least at the start of the event, these are not the two teams I would have predicted. They have definitely risen above expectations, and they've surprised me. And they've actually been playing these past few days. Their match is a 3-segment match, as opposed to the other matches, which are 2 segments. I know UCSB won the first segment by a convincing margin, by like 20-something imps. The second segment, Claremont College just won by like 40-something imps. So now I think the lead is actually favor of Claremont about somewhere around 15 imps. I know the third segment is later today. That's gonna be at twitch.tv/UCSB Bridge at, let me tell you what time it is. Oh god, I cannot seem to find the time. I know it's in my email somewhere. I'll probably post it in commentary when we come up to this point if I remember to. But yeah, that's gonna happen sometime later today. Also, try to give that match a follow. That's gonna be a really exciting bridge. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.